This video is to do with Bungalow B assignment. In Bungalow A, you made a floor plan that was for a house of a certain size and for a certain lot size. Now you're going to take that same bungalow and we're going to add a basement to it and make some changes to the roof, add some interior details and so on. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the basement. Before you get started, make sure that you take your entire Bungalow A folder, not just the floor plan file, but the entire folder, copy it, and call the folder Bungalow B. And then you'll have a new you'll have another first floor plan that is identical to Bungalow A, but now you'll make changes to that. Okay? You'll have to submit your Bungalow A, so ensure you don't miss that step of creating a new folder. Alright, to get started, what we're going to do is, right now, our wall heights are probably set at 8 feet. So I'm just going to click on this one, and you can see that the wall height is 8 feet. Yours is probably something similar, either 8 feet or 9 feet. So when I go to make my basement, I want it to be a full height basement, and it's going to have walls of 8 feet as well. So they're going to go down into the ground 8 feet. However, when you design a house, you usually have the foundation coming up out of the ground, and that can vary. However, in our case, what we're going to do is we're going to make the foundation 1 foot above grade, and then the first floor plan will be above that. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that our grade is going to be 7 feet above where the bottom of the foundation is. So to get started, we've got our first floor plan open here. What we're going to do is go to File, Save As, and we're going to call it Basement Plan. Make sure that you're naming your files accordingly so that it's easy to tell which is your basement plan, which is an elevation, which is your first floor plan, and so on. So now I'm going to say Save. When I do that, notice that this has changed to basement plan. We've also got the first floor plan there, so anything that's in this folder, Bungalow, in my case Bungalow 1B, yours would just be Bungalow B, you'll have all those files shown there. So I'm now working in the basement, so what I need to do is to get rid of all the things that are not going to be in the basement. So all the interior walls, the doors, the windows, the kitchen, and so on. So to do that, I can go to Erase and then do Item Erase, or I could just type in E. Or to begin with, I'm going to use a block erase, which is just like doing Erase Window in AutoCAD. And just I can do that, get rid of things a little quicker. And then I'm just going to type in E to get rid of these walls. I'm going to leave in my stairs, because that will help me to figure out where the stairs are that come up from the basement. And I'm going to leave in my garage walls for now, and you'll see why in a minute. So what we need to do now is change all these walls into concrete walls. I'm going to make my foundation out of 10-inch concrete. So what we're going to do is go up to Edit, and we're going to go down to Change Wall, and we're going to change each of the wall types to concrete. So I'm going to start at my 2x6 siding. I'm going to go to concrete, say OK, and I'm just going to take the defaults here, say OK, and now I've got concrete walls. Then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go to Change Wall, and we're going to go to siding, and I'm sorry, the garage, and we're going to change that to concrete, and say OK. And we're going to do the last set. We're going to change that to concrete as well. And say OK. And now we've got all the walls are shown as concrete. I'm going to do a quick build here. So I'll build quick 3D, and we'll have a look at what this thing looks like. And we'll go to Sketched, so it doesn't take too long. And now we can have a look. And that is our basement plan right now. So I'm going to go back to the floor plan, and now what we want to do is to put in a floor slab. And actually, before I do that, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to change these walls here, this one and this one. We don't want our garage walls to go down 8 feet like the rest of the walls, just because There's not going to be anything underneath. We want that to be solid, and we want our floor slab up at grade level. So what we do need is the foundation walls to go down below the frost line. So we're going to make them be 4 feet tall walls. And since the other walls are 8 feet, that means that we need to have an offset of 4 feet. Sorry, so 4 feet tall plus offset of 4 feet, that gives us our 8 feet. So I'm going to go back to our build, and I'm going to work in the build just because I can work in either one and I can see better what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Item Edit, and I'm going to click on this wall here. Then I'm going to go to change the wall height. Make it 4 feet, and I'm going to change the offset to 4 feet as well. Say OK, and notice that now it has come up quite a ways. I'm going to need to do the exact same thing with this wall, so instead of doing the same edit, I'm going to do Repeat Edit, which is this hand here, or I can go up to Edit and select Repeat Edit. Now I can click on this wall and I'll get the exact same changes. I need to change this garage door as well. I want it just to be an opening in the concrete to allow the garage door to sit down into it. If we just take out the garage door, then a car would have to drive over the 1 foot foundation wall that's going to be above grade in order to get into the garage. We don't want that, so we need a 1 foot deep opening in the concrete wall. So to do that, I'm going to edit the garage door, and when I get the menu up here, I'm going to click on the library symbol, and I'm going to change the symbol. It's not going to be a garage door, it's going to be a cross. So this one, the 12 inches means it's a 12-inch deep opening, and it's 111 inches. Our garage door is 108, and so that's the 111 is perfect for all the trim for setting up the garage door. So say OK, and say OK here. And now notice that I've got this opening in the wall. I need to actually change the offset on this. The offset for openings, or for cross openings, is different than just about all the other things. The offset actually works from the top of the wall down. So we need to change this so that the offset is 0. We want the top of this opening to be at the top of the concrete wall. So trying to get that opening now to do an edit is difficult because it's there's nothing there. So I don't think there's edit at last. So what I'm going to do just quickly, I'm just going to do an undo, and I'm going to do edit. I'm going to quickly select the cross again, and say OK. And then what I need to do this time is I need to take this offset, and I need to make it 0. So now it's 0, and now say OK, and now this looks right. I've got an opening at the top of the concrete, and now the car will be able to drive in through here. So now what I'm going to do is put in a floor slab. So to do that, what we're going to do is go back to the plan, and we're going to go now to floor system mode. So instead of drawing mode, I go to floor system, and now the commands that are in the menus change to be specifically for floors. So I'm going to go slab, because we want it to be a concrete slab for the floor in the basement. I'm going to do auto trace, and I'm just going to click somewhere in here. So that gives me 1 slab for the entire basement, and then I need a slab in the garage as well, so I just click there as well. Now I'm going to go back to my 3D, and I'll regenerate it. And now this is great for the basement, however, not so great for in the garage area. So what we need to do is to edit that floor slab. And we need it to go up 7 feet, right? We want the grade to be 1 foot below the top of the foundation walls, and so now we need to make this go up 7 feet, but that would put the bottom of the slab at the top of the, or at the opening here. That would mean your car would bump over the 4-inch height of the slab. So we actually need the slab to be at exactly 4 inches less from 7, so that's going to be 6'8". And I'm just going to quickly have a check here. Doesn't look like my walls are quite correct. So okay, so it looks like my walls are correct now. I had some changes. I had to make some changes there. Somehow my walls, all these walls had been offset up by 11 inches. So I just changed that so that they're not offset up. And now you can see that the walls all look correct. So this wall is 8 feet tall. I want the grade to be up to this point, which is 7 feet up. And I need the floor slab, the top of it, to be at this point. So that means I need to go up 7 feet minus the 4 inches of the floor slab, so it's going to go up 6'8". So I'm going to edit the floor slab, and I'm going to offset it here by 6'8". So 6 feet 8. I don't have to put the inch symbol because that's the default. And now this is looking correct. So now the car will be able to drive in without bumping over the concrete foundation. Okay. So now I'm going to go back. Actually, just while I'm in here, I'm just going to go through and tilt this up a bit and show that underneath is our stairs. But we don't want our stairs to be underneath. And so in the plan view, what I'm going to do is I need to make the stairs go up. So right now, this is the end that's going to be the highest, and that's what I want. But I need to go to Edit. I'm going to click on here, and this time I want the bottom to be at floor, which is the slab in this case. So now I can say OK. If I go back, 3D, and regenerate, now I've got my stairs in, and they're located correctly. Okay. And that pretty much does the basics of our basement. We've got our stairs going up. We've got our floor slabs in. Go back to the drawing. You could, if you wanted to, you could you could put in some wall studs and drywall and finish in part of the basement rather than it just being concrete. But we won't bother to do that right now. And so we'll stop there. In the next tutorial, what I'll do is I'll show you how to build, so assemble the floors and be able to see the basement together with the floor plan, the first floor, and then to do some changes up there as well. Okay, so that's the end of this video.